Hello guys, what's up? I hope you all right. Today I like to share some nice experience of jumping from my words into my Excel, into my entertainment and into some game session like on my Steam Deck on my one device. I can do all of this because I run Windows on it, and this Windows is run on my micro SD card. So with all of these benefits of Windows, I want to upgrade my 64GB of Steam Deck into 256 internally of storage on my Steam Deck by using NVMe SSDs I bought from Amazon. To do this is actually pretty easy, I would say. There are a lot of YouTube tutorial video, even from Valve itself, explaining about how to we take off the back cover of the Steam Deck and replace everything or whatever we need to replace or upgrade. And that is exactly what I have done. It is pretty easy and it takes probably 30 minutes stop or maybe 1 hour with some research out of your work. The next step is because we have an empty SSD inside of our new Steam Deck, so we need to install this OS on it. So firstly we install the Steam OS. There are a lot of YouTube video explaining about this, of course, as well. And then we need to do some like partitioning, so we spare window space on my internal SSD, so we can have a partition for our Steam OS, and then the other partition is for the Windows we need to install Windows on, and that's exactly what I have done. And for myself, I intend to use Windows more often than my Steam OS, so I have, let's say, 200 out of my 256 of gigabyte of my SSDs for Windows, and then the rest, about 50 something, is for my Steam OS. And that's it. After all of this process, it is very satisfying to have SSDs internally on our Steam Deck. Well, of course, basically it is a benefit to have a higher or a bigger storage inside of our machine. So this is definitely a privilege of to have 256 or of 12 gigabytes of Steam Deck, the original Steam Deck, and mine is only 64. So, well, this is a cheap tweak. So we have a bigger storage with additional fraction of pounds compared to buying the original 256 or 512 gigabytes of the Steam Deck. So for example, myself, I bought my 256 gigabyte SSDs, and NVMe SSD is about 29 pounds, I believe, or let's say 30 pounds, compared to if I bought the 256 gigabyte instead of my 64 gigabyte of Steam Deck. I will need to spend another 100, I believe, 100 or 150. So it's definitely a good deal with a little research and little work of taking off the back cover and then doing ourselves installing and everything. And the other thing is we install this Windows instead of SteamOS. Windows is definitely a good bargain, a good benefit compared to only SteamOS. And besides, in my case, I have to partition the Windows and the SteamOS. So in case I want to go back to SteamOS, I can do it. Or maybe I want to, let's say, checking something on my SteamOS, I can do it straightforward. All I need to do is choosing SteamOS instead of my default Windows startup, and then I have SteamOS and I can go back to Windows whenever I like. So that's it. My experience of installing additional 256GB on my 64GB of Steam Deck and installing Windows on it. If I can do it, you definitely can do it too. So that's wrap up everything on this video. So thanks for watching and see you later. Bye bye.